Welcome back to the channel, guys. So to pick up where we left off before we detoured on the exposure video yesterday, I told you guys we would be focusing on trying to raise our GPM. That's pretty much the goal this month. As you can see, we are over $500 million. I want to spend that $500 million increasing our GPM in some way or another. I think we will be doing a lot of feeding. The event is not over yet. I still haven't got my 20 gems, but I definitely want to get 20 gems from this event. So what we're going to do is feed Tabora when Tabora is ready, and that should get me the 20 gems. And we'll be able to feed, I think I got like a breed monster left or something. Yeah, this guy. We will feed him to 100. I think I'm going to take him to 50 right now. But in like 20 minutes or so is when I'll be able to officially put him in a habitat, because my habitats have been stacked. I'm working on upgrading 2 of them right now to level 2s. This one is 16 minutes away, and I think this one is 16 minutes away also. And since I don't have like a light monster or a dark monster currently that needs a habitat, I'm going to swap one of those habitats with this habitat here. That's a 1, so that way this one will be a 2, and I can bring the other one of those, I guess what's this guy called? Igarus. I'll bring the second Igarus out and be able to put him here. What I talked about in the last video, though, is I wanted to be able to put gold runes on some of those legends that basically they could be making me more GPM. I'm not exactly sure which ones we need to focus on, but I wish there was a way you could like organize your monsters based off most GPM, but you just basically have to use a list from the internet and know which ones are higher. What I wanted to go over, though, also, besides just putting runes on some of these legends, is which legends that I have that are in storage. You can actually see the GPMs on the legends, and I do have some 305s. Like, I'm pretty sure, yeah, that one's 305. I think I counted them the other day, and I have 11 total in here that are 305. I also have one here that is ranked in 305, so it should be 335, I believe. I need to get these hatched, but I need my hatch to empty out first. So the goal is going to be to hatch the sun cookies first, mainly because they're all the same type. They're magic, meaning if I can get this sun cookie and these 2 sun cookies out, that's 3 sun cookies at 305 GPM that I can have out and ready. So I really need to focus on another magic monster that can have high GPM, and then I can put them all right there. We go, and then I can put those 4 in one habitat and put gold runes on them, and that's going to be a huge boost, I think. We also have room up here in our magic for me to be able to take one of these pandas and turn it into a magic farm with gold permitted on it. Here's one of them now, and he's already runed up. Those are not very high runes. I need to work on changing them, and I'm not sure exactly what number. Let's see if I can do it this way. Let me see my golds. Yeah, okay, so we have 12 level 3s that I want to put on today, and we've got 3 level 5s and 3 level 6s. I want to get all those on monsters today, and I think I want to get the 4 7s on monsters today. So the 7s and 6s should be swaps. I don't know if the 5s are swaps or the 4s are swaps, but I'm definitely going to put some on this guy. He's only 244 GPM, so I'm not worried about putting high ones on him. I think we can get away with some of those 3s here. But since they're only team gold, I want to go to someone that already has 3s on. And I think I know one that has 3s on. I think Timeron has 3s on. And Timeron's in a habitat with 4 monsters, so it's better for him to have the team gold than it is for that guy chilling over there by himself to have the team gold. So let's go ahead and swap all these and then get out of here and go over here and put them right here on this guy. So now I can at least increase his GPM a good bit. 18 times 3, I mean, is what? 54. So let's get him up to 90. Wrong one. We're getting him up to 90, 94, I guess. Let me swap that back. Yeah, so 94 GPM on him, and I'll be able to bring out the other one, like I said, in 20 minutes. So let's, I guess while I'm over here, we can check our fire habitat and make sure all these guys are decked. He's busy breeding, he's decked. And this is the only other ones with legends. He's got them. He doesn't have any. Alright, cool. So he's in a group with other monsters. He can handle the team ones. And every one of these that we put on a guy is increasing how much GPM I make. And that's the whole point of why we're doing this. I'm trying to get it as high as I can. Alright, so 4's there. He is at 305. I need to write these 305s down so that way when Rune Lords or the Rune discount comes, I can open them up. I think 305s are worthy of me opening up all their Rune slots. It will cost gems. It'll cost 13 gems to open him up, but at the same time, it's a monster I'm going to use until I quit playing this game, as far as I know, to collect gold. So what better way to spend those gems? Alright, so let's make sure that this is the last one. Alright, so we're good over here in fire, which, I mean, don't get me wrong, guys, I do have gold runes on the pandas, but they're very low, and the pandas are eventually going to get wiped out. Alright, so when coming over here to my electric, let's see what we got going on. Any of these that I can get a team gold on would be nice. So yeah, what was his GPM? 305, so actually going to see if I got, let's see, a higher one for him. We will put I think we're going to put a 5 on him, maybe. Alright, so let's get out of there. He's another one we'll have to open up. Let's check. She's got a 16 gold on. Let's go ahead and put I guess a 4. Or no, we'll do the 5 since she's kind of cool, right? She's a VIP. And then we got, what's this guy got? Nothing. We can put, wait, he's only 3. He's 305 too, so some of these are cool. Since I got 2 of these and he's got 2 slots, I'm just going to go ahead and say that it was meant to be. Let's put them there. Alright, and I don't mind putting team golds on these guys because they are in a habitat with 4 monsters. And then he's got, what, 2? Well, here we can get rid of those 6s right now. Well, one of them anyway. No sense in putting... Well, I don't know. He is ranked, so 292 is pretty high, right? Let's just go ahead and do it like that. Alright, so that should increase some GPM. And the only other legend hab I got over here is this one. So what are we working with in this one? A lot of 305s I need to work on. Alright, so they're all taken care of. Now let's go check out what I'm doing over here in the dark. I think these are all new. Yeah, they're all at 40, so let's see if I can get any work on them. They're only 155s, meaning that, yeah, they definitely need extracted. All of them are 155s. Doesn't seem smart to have a bunch of 155s in a 4 monster habitat. Actually, I've seen this guy before. He's supposed to be high, right? No, I thought he was 305. Boy, I got a lot to learn on these GPMs. Let's go ahead and get him to Team Gold. He's in a habitat with plenty of monsters to reap the benefits. Almost accidentally put a 7 on him. I would have been really upset. Yeah, Krampus or whatever his name is. Alright, so a 155, really? Like, come on, he needs Team Gold, not regular gold. Regular gold's better for a monster that's higher GPM. Alright, so who else? Oh, here we go. 268, we can slap some there. Alright, we still got 4 of them left. We are getting every one of these monsters that I can taken care of. We're just not going to open up sockets on anything like that. Yeah, definitely helping me out a bunch. These 155s, though, I don't like the idea of having to spend gems later on to take this stuff off. But if it needs to happen, it will happen. That's the way I see it. This guy might not have any. Yeah, he doesn't have any. He's only at 155. So let's go ahead and see if we still got some left, right? Yeah, 2 of them. That'll work. I don't see me getting rid of him if he's got all 3 sockets. He's a usable monster. I mean, hell, you could even pair him up with Lindworm, right? I don't even know what this guy's moves do, but I could check them out while I'm here. Possession and Nightmares to all enemies, and then activates all cooldowns on all enemies with 3-turn death. Yeah, that's already what Lindworm's got. Applies True Vision, blah, 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 blah. Yeah, I mean, I guess he's cool reverse healing. Let's see, where else can we stash some? That guy's decked with gold runes. Scroll over here. Alright, it's time to collect some more. So now we're like 510 million. And we don't need to buy gold runes, which is cool. Alright, we got a 240. Ooh, perfect here. Let's get something on this guy. So we used all the 3s. We used all the 4s. We got a 5, a 6, and a 7. So, okay, that's where I'm going to break it at on there. I'm just going to go check my mythics. We said we had some 7s. So let's see if I can get those on a mythic that we're not using. Maybe would be the best. Come on, I need a mythic that wears 7s, man. It's not looking good for mythics that wear 7s. Alright, well. Who can we 7 up? I guess. Oh, let's see. Day, but nah. The more ranked they are, the better too. I think we put them on Armor Claw. And I think we rank Armor Claw. And then he'll produce more gold. And he'll have gold runes on. I think that's probably the best call. I think I have enough cells to rank him without using anything. So let's do that. I think that could be a huge GPM boost. Let's get him some 7s. And then let's go rank him. He's also in a habitat with 4 monsters, so yeah, like that's a big help. That's a real big help, I think. What's his habitat look like? Let's see if we can get team gold on all of them. Oh, well, he doesn't have gold runes on. Which, speaking of which, since he doesn't have gold runes either. I was going to say, since he doesn't have gold runes, we could switch him out for someone who could wear gold runes, but we don't have anybody. Interesting. So, a fire mythic would be cool that I don't need, like a junk fire mythic. Alright, so go to the rank up. I knew I needed to rank something up for GPM purposes anyway. So Armor Claw is coming for free rank up for GPM purposes. I have no intentions of flash ranking Armor Claw. He is not a bad monster, trust me. I just don't feel like spending gems on him. Okay, and then the decision that I have to make tonight is, who do we craft? Alright, so I have plenty of GPM monsters to craft, but I think it's time to, like, right here, the AVR Rita or whatever, those are the first ones that I need to craft for sure. But actually I need to craft a Wicca, and I need to craft a Hyperia before then. So I guess I'm going to go with the Wicca tonight, or should I craft Emerald? I think I should craft a Wicca because I might use Ruby before I use Emerald. I think that's probably the smarter thing to do. Wicca's the most that can increase my GPM, so let's do it. The next crafts will be, I think they're too expensive to rent a crafter pod. Let me check. Yeah, they want 25 gems to hatch an extra one. No way, I can't do it. Too broke. Free to play for life. Get over here and check some extra monsters. Gold rune chilling there. I don't know how useful that is. Did we have any lower ones left? Or we're all at 6s now, right? No, we have a 5, a 6, and a 7. He's 155, but I plan on using with black feathers, so there's not much I can do there. I have a gold rune crafting that's a 6, and we're going to start turning all the 4s and 5s that I got in the gold runes this week. So hopefully by the end of the month I can have like at least 40 more gold runes to dish out on the rest of the monsters that don't have any gold runes. And I didn't even save any for the guy that's in the vault, which he can only wear 1 anyway, so it's no big deal. And he's from this breeder event that we just had for the Seaquake, and I'm not sure exactly how long is left on Seaquake breeding, so I need to check because I might try to breed one more. I just haven't thought about it. A day and 3 hours. I guess it would depend a lot on which one we already got. But I'm using the second crafter just to go ahead and get me some easy maze coins. Meaning in 9 minutes, I'll be able to get 50 more. So if I had an egg in there, I wouldn't be able to do that. Meaning if I click the other one. So yeah. That's where I'm at in trying to get my GPM up, guys. It's very complicated and it takes a while, but the one thing I need to express to people is there is no limit on how much gold you can make, meaning if you're free to play, you need to be trying to make as much gold as you possibly can at all times. I really wish I knew how important gold was when I first started playing this game. Like, I knew it was important, but I didn't know how important. It's like the most important resource in the game you can get besides gems. The reason why is because you can level your runes using gold, you can level your relics using gold, and you can rank your monsters using gold. Now you may say, how in the hell do you rank your monsters using gold? Well, it's easy. It's called you grow food, and then you use the food to feed epics, and you extract the epics for cells, and you use the cells to rank your monsters. That's an endless cycle. It's only possible though when you're maxed with gold. If you come and look at my extractor is usually either not being used or it is making race cells. It could technically be used to be making me cells for ranking my monsters at all times. Like, right here, I could be using it for 23 metal cells or 23 fire cells, but instead I'm just going to go ahead and get me some more of these golden raw cells because I've been using them in a race, so it won't hurt to use them some more. But another reason why it is so important that you need to get your gold up is, alright, if gems are the most valuable resource, there's no sense in missing out on 200 gems a month. And that is how many gems you miss out on if you do not top 5K the feed event. And you do not, this event that is going on right now, I do not top 5K this. I'm in 16,000th place, okay? If I was to start top 5King this every single time it came around and start top 5King the gold event every single time it came around, that would be 200 more gems a month I would be making as a free-to-play. Meaning I will eventually accomplish that goal. It is definitely on my list and agenda to get into the top 5K of those events. But let's say it takes me a year and a half to accomplish that mission. Had I known how important it was to do that, I could have accomplished it in 8 months. That's the point I'm making to you guys, is that if you really, really put everything into your GPM, meaning when you beat Adventure Map, people will tell you don't beat Adventure Map fast. They'll say the faster you beat Adventure Map, the faster you level up, and then the harder your daily quests get. Look, if you're trying to top 5K every event, your quests never get that hard, meaning no quest gets harder than top 5King. When you come over to your quest and you read a quest and say your quest is like, oh, you need to collect so much gold, or you need to feed so much food. Okay, well, it's never going to ask you to feed more food than it takes to make top 5K, and it's never going to ask you to collect more gold than it takes to make top 5K. Meaning if your goal is to make top 5K, then you're going to outgrow those quests, are you not? Doesn't matter how fast you level up. Those quests will never catch up to you. Why? Because when you're leveling up, you're going to be putting your resources into making more gold. And gold is the core and foundation of everything. You can then use your guardians and you can pay them to make you double food. It is extremely expensive to grow food as a free to play. Considering that someone who buys the pass, their food is almost 4 times cheaper than your food. The reason why their food is 4 times cheaper, even though they only get a pass that gives them double food, it's because it's exponentially better for them because they're getting double your gold, which means if you're only making 1 million, they're making 2 million. So now they've got 2 million to invest in food and you've only got 1 million to invest in food. Oh, and then they get a boost. So their 2 million in food becomes 4 million in food, and your 1 million in food is still 1 million in food. Okay? So they're getting 4 times the food as you as a free to play. The only way that you can make up for that is to make 4 times as much gold. That's it. Meaning you just take the basic gold and you're like, oh, I'm good. Well, if I didn't work on my GPM, it'd be this much, and I'm going to work on it till it's 4 times that much. And then that is almost like I bought the pass. Exactly. You bought the pass, which is slave labor of getting your plantation ready to grow you some gold. And that is exactly how you do it. You think long term. I am not worried about this vault, guys. People say, oh, I need space. Oh, I need island space. Blah, 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 blah. I'm not worried about the vault, guys. Do you know why I'm not worried about the vault? Because this lab has a vault. And this vault can hold infinity cells. I think it is infinite. I don't think there's a cap on how many cells this can hold. That means there's no reason to level up or rank monsters that don't provide you gold. Meaning if you're not using the monster for gold, never rank it up. Why? Because let's just say you had this monkey here, and you're not using him for gold because he only makes you 244, and you want all your monsters to be 305 or higher like me one day. So I'm like, man, I'm not going to use this monkey. Alright, well then, if you would ever end up with 120 cells, that's how much it takes to rank this monkey. It takes 120 cells to rank the monkey. Well, when you get the 120 cells, don't rank the monkey, sell the monkey. Now you got the 120 cells and you sold a monkey, but it's infinite, meaning you want to make sure you have 100 of the cells of a monster in your vault in case you never know what happens. Your favoriteest monster is going to be released, and they're like, oh, the only way you get it is if you breed these 2 monsters, and this one monster you don't have, and you're like, oh, yes, I do. I got it in my vault, my cell vault, and it's just going to cost me 25 gems to craft it, and get it out. Exactly, man. My point is, the cell vault is infinite, meaning just because your monster's in the cell vault doesn't mean it's gone. It means it's in the cell vault. It's that simple. You can't sell or can't extract a monster if it's your last version of the monster. Okay, well, that's when you sell it. The problem that people will say, and the argument that people will say is, I can't put it in the cell lab because I only have 1 left. And then you'll look at that monster they're talking about and be like, why the hell is it ranked 3? And you're like, oh, well, I mean, I got the cells for it, so I decided to rank it. Okay, well, that stupid-ass choice is why you got a stupid-ass monster and need an extra vault space for your crappy monster. It's so simple, man. You won't need vault space if you just learn to sell the monster instead of rank it and put the damn cells in your lab. So anyway, now that I did what I was going to talk about, I can go ahead and show you what I used the vault for. This right here is what we used the vault for. We put that guy in the vault real quick, and then we move this guy here that was chilling. We move him over to the spot that we just took worm lead from. Boom. Then we move the habitat to right here. Boom. Then we take the guy and we put him over here. Boom. Then we take the habitat and put it over here. Boom. And then we go back to our vault and get 2 monsters now, and we are increasing our GPM. And I will continue to make progressive move switches like this over and over. Now, yeah, if you've seen that I have extra space there, you're probably like, why didn't you do it with that one? Mainly just because I guess I was lazy. I have to move that 4 to somewhere where I have 3s and all the way down. I step it in the process. So I have a 4 and there's only 3 monsters in it. What I then would have done is I'd have found a habitat where I only have 3 monsters. Let's say this one. Then I'd have swapped them. Okay, then I now have a 3 on a 3 and a 4 on a 3. that still wouldn't work. So that's probably why I didn't do it, is the fact that I don't know somewhere where I could have easily made that change without having to. It's like a puzzle, man. It's like being stuck in a puzzle, but I think after I get some practice, it's not going to be so bad. I don't like the idea of this one having just 40 some, and I'll never be spending on him. I've heard people say that when you sell a monster, you get the runes off of them. I hope that's true because I'm putting a 30 there for now. If that's not true, let me know in the comments, guys, because I don't know much about much when it comes to these monsters. But I am going to start changing the names on all of the monsters to let me know. I've done this before. I've been doing it since I've been playing. I usually tell how many GPM and how many sockets. But this one I'm just going to put 244 GPM. Actually, I will add, and then 3 O's. Like, I've been doing that for forever almost. Like, I think even Timer On used to be that way. Or actually, when I first got him, I said wasted 267 gems wasted or something like that because I bought him on a level up for a couple hundred gems. Awful purchase. Don't buy monsters for gems. If you're gonna buy monsters for gems, just use the race. Spend your gems helping your team on the race and then buy the monster theoretically that way. So anyway, guys, that's what's been going on Lost Jumpers channel or Lost Jumpers game for making my GPM go up. And it's a process and it doesn't happen overnight. It's going to take a long time. But you can use a video like this to easily reference to in another month when you see how much gold I'm making and be like, wow, Jumper, those changes you made actually like made your gold just shoot up. I mean, as you can see while we've been making this video, we've made a few mils. Anyway, guys, thanks everyone who tunes into my channel. Be a new video tomorrow. Later, guys.